Well, I think it's finally time to make another video on this little leaky, misfiring little guy. It's been a little while, but I think we can do some stuff with it, and I've got something cool to announce, so let's get into this video. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all having a great week. It's currently Thursday for me, or not Thursday for me right now when I'm filming this. It's actually Tuesday for me when I'm filming this, but you all get the idea. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday, all that stuff. But today's video was originally going to be a full channel update, but I realized how little time I have to film a full channel update, and the memory on my phone never cooperates. So I need to stick with just kind of basic videos, I guess, for right now, until I can figure out the timing to make a full channel update. But today's video is announcing something I'll be doing next month. So far, everything is set to be ready for this trip. Well, I'm going back to Florida. A lot of you guys know last year I did a whole Florida trip series of vlogs, completely on car-related stuff, because really the area I went in Florida, it didn't really have a lot of nice cars. It was just a bunch of, commuter cars and the occasional classic. It's not like Panama City, which is where I usually go. You'll see a common mix of everything from donks to lifted trucks to exotics to muscle cars. I believe the last time I was there, we saw what we call the Catfish Camaro. It was a very cammed overhead valve car. Sounded amazing, and then he stalled it in front of everybody, and everyone laughed at me because I said I liked the Catfish at the time. But that brings me to why I mentioned the sport track at the beginning of this video, because it kind of partakes a little bit to it, to the Florida trip this year. So currently it's up in the air whether I'll be driving it down this year or not, making my first road trip at all, driving wise, with this truck. I haven't ever driven out of state, so that'll be something completely new for me. But the idea is to try to hit some meets up while I'm down there, have some fun, film some events with some friends. Currently, we do not have plans to bring anyone down with me. It's simply just going to be me and my family. I'll keep you guys updated on that because all of my friends work. For those who don't know, I focus primarily my time goes into school. I'm a college student, so that's where all my time goes, and why I don't have a job right now, or a typical job, I should say. I still get paid, but not in the same aspect you guys probably do watching this. Basically, like I said, don't know if I'm making the trip down with this, but if I do, I'll be sure to hit up some events while I'm down there, and also be meeting up with someone that I met at Cafe La Noctane in person on Sunday, that I meant to film while we were there. Sadly, I couldn't find his truck. He was parked out in overflow, but his name is Josh. He also runs a parts company. He's an SCT dealer, and he's building a supercharged 4.0 sport track, completely different from mine. His is lifted. Obviously, I'm doing the exact opposite, but I'll be sure to cover it while I'm down there. We plan on shooting a review while I'm down there, with it being supercharged at that time. So let's hope everything goes well and I can film that truck while I'm down there, because that'd be a great review, especially since it's completely different from what I'm doing. I'm building a basic not twin turbo. I was about to give away what I was going to do. Well, I guess since it's out of the bag now, my plan is to build a twin turbo 4.0 sport track within the next couple of years. I originally was going to do the mod box supercharger, which is the exact kit that Josh is using in his truck, but I want to be somewhere different, and I've been looking at the idea of putting twins on this thing, building my own kit from scratch using F250 turbos, which are known for spooling kind of low because they are for diesels. This has been done not on a sport track, but on a Tahoe. I forget what the name of the channel is. Turbo's Garage, I believe. It's not Turbo, but it's Turbo's Garage. They did a twin turbo Tahoe, and the thing spools up really low in the power band, which is what I want. I want something that, for the purpose I'm going to be building this for, which I guess I might as well let that out as well, will be quarter-mile drag racing. This thing will need to have some oomph in the low end and the top end, and that's why I'm deciding to go twins. Is because with a single turbo setup, I'll get, pretty much only high-end boost, especially if it's a very small turbo, say, like a 36 mil or something like that, that just spools up really hot, like in the top end, or something big, like an 87, 90 millimeter, which will more than likely spool the very top of the power band of this truck. I'm looking for a setup that will spool low, say about 3,000 RPM, which is the sport track sweet spot in the rev band, RPM band, all the way to have a second turbo spool in around 4, and then lead it up to its 6,000 RPM red line. that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. I'm going to do something completely unique to myself. There are no twin turbo sport tracks in existence, and I want to do something completely unique to myself. And as I've said before, my goal is 500 horsepower. Whether that's achievable is unknown to me, especially since I'm more than likely running E85 on this as well. Probably do flex fuel so I can, you know, since I live in the rural counties of Georgia, there's no E85 around here, and I'll keep it on flex fuel so I can run pump gas when I need to. And when I'm at somewhere that sells E85, I'll grab it there. That's kind of that, though. I'm going back to Florida, guys. I'm pretty excited. I may film a supercharged sport track while I'm down there. But main thing I got to get fixed before then is try to figure out this misfires. We're going to be getting a fuel system tester this weekend, I hope, and testing the fuel system on the truck and see if the pump's failing. And it's just, you know, it's like crapping out every once in a while, which is why it's causing it to misfire. So we'll go from there, but I'm pretty much certain it's a sensor or the ignition coil. If it was something serious, say compression, it would be running like absolute hot garbage all the time, and if it had jumped timing, this thing wouldn't run at all. But I've said that in a few videos now, but might as well mention it anyway. Also, I might be ordering some more YouTuber merch, but it's not really merchandise as much as it is something to work on cleaning the cars with. A lot of you guys, I may already know what I'm talking about. As you can tell, this thing's filthy. I've been waiting until Friday to clean it, but I'm not going to be cleaning the wheels because my dad is wanting to buy a wheel cleaner from Patterson Car Care to try out. And from what I've seen, that stuff works really well, and I want to test it myself in person, see what happens with it. So we'll be doing that as well later on this month, I hope. And then hopefully I'll be getting around to really going to work on this paint because I really want to freshen it up. I want a clay bar, wax, do the whole 9 yards because this thing hasn't received a proper full detail for years now, since I've owned it. So we're going to do some cleaning on it. We're going to take some decals off the back because this one sadly is messed up. A lot of you guys didn't know where this has come from. This has been on the truck since the day after I got it. This is a couple of my classmates were killed in the car accident around about 2 years ago now. Maybe 3 years ago, and I don't remember exactly. I believe it was 3 years ago. And this was meant to be kind of a live life for Bella. Bella was one of the girls' name that was killed in the accident. This one was actually a part of my graduating class. The other was the grade class before me. And she was also tragically killed in that accident by a off-duty patrol officer who was going about 95 miles an hour with his lights off and plowed into them about 68 miles an hour at the time of accident. So that's kind of that, but I might try to get in touch with my English teacher that I had that gave me this original decal and see if she has any more lying around, because this one is about done, as well as that one, because this Medusa Motorsports practically doesn't exist anymore. It's been out of commission for about a year now, so definitely going to get rid of that. But the Beltec and Flowmaster ones are going to stay on. Of course, this one needs to stay on. That's my school stuff, so I can't really get rid of that. But that's kind of that. So thank you guys again for tuning into this video. I have some new mods hopefully coming soon. I'm hopefully installing my keyless entry sometime soon because I ordered that. I have the keychain on my ring, but I can't install it yet because I'm not good with electronics. My dad is, so I trust him to help me with this, or practically do it for me, because I'll probably screw it up even if I try to help him. But anyway, guys, thank you guys again for tuning in. Hopefully new mod coming soon, and I'll see you guys on the next video, which is Saturday. So see you guys then.